Hello, ladies. We are back live. I'm so happy to be back because obviously last week I ended up getting the flu, so I never got to jump on here live to present you with our weekly videos. But I'm here today, and what I want to talk to you ladies about is all things gut health and how essentially it relates to things like menopause and weight gain. Because if you are currently going through perimenopause and menopause, you may have noticed some changes in your digestive system as well as unwanted weight gain. And I want to start off by discussing how gut health can impact menopause symptoms and also weight loss, and what you can actually do in order to support your gut health during this time, with some holistic things that I'm going to share with you in a little bit. So first, let's talk about the link between gut health and menopausal symptoms. So we know that hormonal changes during menopause can cause an imbalance in your gut microbiome, which can lead to digestive symptoms such as bloating, gas, constipation, and diarrhea. And a lot of people go down the track of thinking, well, is it IBS or what's going on? Not actually connecting the two, thinking that is to do with the gut microbiome. So we also know that imbalances in general can help intensify things like hot flashes and mood swings and all sorts of things as well that we don't necessarily straight away associate with gut health. Even things like sleep, because obviously 90% of serotonin is actually also produced in the gut. So it's really, really important to be aware of your gut microbiome and also trying to enhance it as much as possible in a holistic way. So there is unfortunately that link as well between gut health and weight gain, because it's due to hormonal changes and decreased muscle mass as well as a slowing metabolism, which you might say naturally happens with age. But it's important to note that research has actually shown that an imbalanced gut can contribute to unwanted weight gain. But then on the flip side, if we look at the positive aspect, a healthy gut can support weight loss, and that's obviously what we want, and therefore improving your gut health may be a really important strategy in order to achieve weight loss during perimenopause and menopause and beyond. So let's talk about what you can actually do to support your gut during menopause, and I've put together some actionable steps that you can take in order to start working on your gut health straight away. So, number one, it always starts with your nutrition. We all know nutrition is key, so you want to make sure that you incorporate plenty of fiber-rich foods, healthy fats, and lean proteins. So, to give you an idea of what that looks like, so your fiber-rich foods are fruits, vegetables, whole grains, nuts, seeds, and legumes. And in regards to healthy fats, you want to incorporate plenty of avocados, nuts, seeds, olive oils, fatty fish. And then when it comes to lean protein, we're talking things like chicken, fish, tofu, beans, lentils, and obviously trying to reduce as much of the processed and sugary foods as they can disrupt the gut microbiome. And with the processed sugary foods, you're essentially feeding the bad guys, the ones that you don't want to feed and the ones that you want to decrease. And then the next thing that's really important to look at is hydration. So staying hydrated with 8 to 10 glasses of water per day will help aid any digestive discomfort and problems that you might be experiencing. It's overall health and well-being, and obviously hydration does play a big role in general when it comes to your overall wellness. And then when we talk about exercise, which is tip number 3, you can actively help reduce some of the inflammation that might be present in the body at the moment, and therefore it will aid with an improvement of your gut health. And the best thing to do this is by aiming for 30 minutes of moderate exercise per day. So, it could be brisk walking, cycling, swimming, yoga, strength training. All of those things are really, really good when it comes to focusing on gut health. The next step is also really important. It's number 4 is stress management. So learning how to manage stress to avoid disrupting the gut microbiome is really, really important. There's certain things that are totally out of your control, but there's also a lot that you can still do yourself in terms of managing stress management. So you were talking meditation, yoga, deep breathing exercises, and mindfulness. And it's really important, like this goes in general for weight loss overall, to really do prioritize self-care and making time for yourself to focus on stress reducing activities. And your body is definitely going to thank you, and it's going to be so much easier to support you alongside your weight loss journey. And next I want to talk about probiotics. So we know that probiotics, they really introduce more of the good gut flora in there, and it's beneficial bacteria that can be found in fermented foods, or potentially supplements as well. So you want to be consuming things like yogurt, kefir, kimchi, sauerkraut, and kombucha. And most of us don't really get enough of those foods. Like even me with a European background, like I used to grow up eating lots of fermented foods, and now unless I'm making a conscious effort, I'm nowhere near getting enough to the amount that I should be eating. So it's really important to add those to your diet, so you can continue to introduce the good guys, so that the balance between the good and the bad gut bacteria is a lot more working towards your favor as opposed to against. So, and to give you an idea of the importance of this subject, I've literally, when I just recently launched my Weight Loss Mastery 2.0 program, I literally dedicated like an entire module just based on gut health itself, in terms of looking at, okay, well, how can we put those things into place and manage stress and eat the right things to support the gut, and look at what supplements are the best, and in order to help manage those menopausal symptoms and also aid with weight loss. Because the thing is, when your gut bacteria is off, it's not just digestive discomfort that you are suffering with. You might find you're getting pesky sugar and carb cravings. You might find that your hunger levels are off. You might find that your sleep is off. All of those things are indicators that your gut might be out of balance. So it's so much more than just your digestive system, even though that is of course like a really important part, but it's other things that don't really help support you when you're trying to lose weight. Because if you're getting cravings all the time, or you're constantly hungry, you need to do something about it. So obviously, if you want a little bit more tips and tricks in terms of learning how to reduce your inflammation and to focus on the digestive system and good foods and bad foods, and also learn about prebiotics, which is basically what feeds the gut bacteria if you are eating those probiotics, because it always goes hand in hand. You don't want to just introduce a load of good guys to your gut and then just leave them to it. You want to support them with the right nutrition, hydration, exercise, stress management, but also some prebiotics, because that is the stuff that essentially feeds the good guys. And by you eliminating some of the stresses and the processed foods, you're starving the bad guys. So essentially, you're not feeling like the discomfort of an imbalanced gut, and you're basically able to manage things like cravings a lot better. So if you do want a bit more of a hand with that, like I said, I've just launched my 2.0 coaching program, and there's a whole entire section on gut health, and there's also a 4-step process, I guess, protocol, in terms of if you really feel like you need to put a lot of loving towards your gut, because your body essentially will thank you, not just, with the hot flashes and the menopause symptoms, but also for long-term successful weight loss. So if that's the case, just shoot me a message. Always here to help. And like I said, it's so good to be back live here in the group after literally you've lost track of this entire last week. It's all a blur, and I'm just happy that I've managed to put the flu in the past, and I'm back here to serve and educate you ladies. So if you found value out of today's video, be sure to like it, and also to follow me. And if you are catching this on my YouTube channel, be sure to subscribe so you never miss a beat. Thanks for tuning in.